Welcome to Browns All Access with Hue Jackson, Nathan's girl, alongside Browns legend Bernie Kosar. And Bernie, last Sunday against the Chargers as the Browns lose 38-14. Didn't go the way any of us wanted to. What went wrong in that game?
Well, no doubt about it, the game not materializing the way we anticipated, especially coming after a big Baltimore win, a big division win. But coming away with a loss that way made it even more disappointing.
You've got to execute, and for the Browns, they will be a little short-handed this week as the injury bug has struck this team. Browns linebacker Joe Schobert goes down with an injury. He's been an Iron Man for this team. That's a big loss.
The quarterback of the defense, the play caller of the defense, sadly, that is unfortunately a loss for the team. With Kirksey moving inside, a captain of our team, I think his leadership skills are at the top level also. So that, I think from a leadership perspective, that won't be an issue. But from an actual execution perspective and a communication perspective, I think the first quarter will be a telltale sign as to see how it evolves.
Absolutely. Joe Schobert plays a huge role on this defense for Greg Williams. He's been the team's leading tackler. And just last week, he had a sack against the Chargers before suffering that injury. We'll look at that and other plays in our film breakdown, brought to you by Papa John's. All right, Coach, let's take a look at a couple of the plays from last week. We'll start with this one. Pre-snap, what are you guys showing and what are the Chargers showing you with this empty set?
Well, obviously, we're showing them a much different personnel look. I think when you look at this, we have 6 DBs in the game. We have Joe Schobert, though, who's playing really a different position than he normally does. He comes back in the box. He was playing outside. He recognizes that the running back is down low, so he has him man-to-man, but he has a chance to add on as well. So once he sees the running back block, that's his key to keep adding on. And so he was able to add on here and obviously make a tremendous play in getting a sack of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, along with Larry Ogunjobi there. And that's, with a guy like Joe Schobert in his second year, picking those little things up because he's got him in man as soon as he sees he doesn't go out, saying, let's go get the quarterback, and he does it.
Absolutely. As I said, when you look at this is a different look for the defense. They're trying to figure out, as you can see the quarterback, as he talks to the line, they're trying to sort out what is Avery really, okay? And then where is Schobert, and then what is Kirko over here? And then obviously, all of a sudden, we come back in the box with Schobert. He's able to, like I said, diagnose that the running back is definitely trying to block. The running back's trying to help with Myles Garrett here. And so as he sees this, he just adds right on, keeps coming. Him and Larry, they make a great play.
And a great play, and he's going to obviously be tough to replace this week. Joe Schobert and Christian Kirksey, who got an interception late in that game, will step up. Now, as we go along here, we'll take a look at an offensive highlight late in the game. And I know that at this point, the score wasn't what we wanted it to be. But how important is it to get these kind of plays and to build confidence?
I think it's always important to keep playing. That's something we've always taken pride in here. When things are not going well, we can't worry about that. We got to keep playing, because we got to build on something as we keep moving forward. And for David in this situation, I thought was important. We've tried this play with him several times in his career a year ago, and we wasn't able to make the connection. And here it is, the first opportunity that he's doing it here in 2018, ends up as a touchdown. I think that is really, really good for his confidence, really good for the confidence of our offensive team, and really good confidence for the play caller, because I think now we know that he can make those plays.
Yeah, and he's a guy who can help you down the seam, but also showing he can help you in the red zone as well.
Absolutely.
Now, Bernie, that touchdown, it came when the game was out of reach, but is that kind of positive momentum-building drive something that they can carry over after what was a disappointing performance on Sunday?
It absolutely can be a positive thing to carry over. To be able to get a little bit of positiveness, a little bit of success, albeit at the end of the game in a blowout, I do think it helps in the way of getting ready for this week in the preparation, getting ready to go down to Tampa.
Yeah, and it was good to see. It was all young guys. It was Baker to David Njoku, and we'll learn more about him later on in the show. And then the 2-point conversion, Baker found Antonio Callaway for a tough catch, and you hope all these young players can build upon that as we take a trip down to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers in a much more favorable matchup. We'll be back with more Browns All Access with Hue Jackson right after this. After the break, Demarius Randall tells us about his childhood big league dreams, and David Njoku sits down and talks with Andrew Gribble.